What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel, and I want to give a quick review, quick breakdown of Action Comics 1067 that came out this week. I just got out of the store. I just read it, very fresh in my mind. I bought the one with the alternate cover. Wes Craig did this illustration, very eye-catching, love it. Superman, typical Superman, being the superhero fighting the robot, and yeah, it's a great cover. And what they're doing now, what DC Comics does now is they use the special cover. Yes, they do, but right after it is the classic standard cover, which is great by Eddy Barrows is his name. I'm a huge Eddy Barrows fan. I love his art. He's a great guy. The team here is Action Comics, and this storyline is called Challenge from the Start. It's part one. It's just starting. The writers Gail, Simone, penciler, like I mentioned, Eddy Barrows, inkers Danny Mickey and Jonas Trindade, and colors Rex Locus, letterer Dave Sharp, and the variant covers and stuff, the credits. What can I say about this book? First of all, it's a win as far as the purchase because it's a beautiful book. You will not go wrong with Eddy Barrows. He is one of the most dynamic, best pencilers in the modern industry today, over modern times. He's no stranger to Superman. I have seen Eddy Barrows do major runs on Superman before. Remember the one with Michael Straczynski, where Superman goes for a walk all over America. I think it was about 10 years ago that came out, and yeah, he did that. And but this time his Superman it looks a lot better, kind of a throwback with the shield, the S shield on his chest. As you can see, this is not up-to-date story. Is kind of a flashback, kind of a throwback story, as the narrator of the story tells. And we see when Lois Lane was just Lois Lane, a plain reporter, along with Clark Kent and Jimmy Olsen, the photographer, and they have a task, they have a job to do. They're gonna do an interview, something local. And what's curious is that Pierce is there. Pierce, aka Black Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think he's Black Lightning in the story yet, because he doesn't really show up in the story. What can I say about the story? Well, the story is something we've seen before. It's an alien invasion. These aliens come, and they're on a mission. Was curious about Simone here, Gail Simone, who also is no stranger to Superman. She has done Superman runs before, years back, just like Eddy Barrows. So she's no stranger to a character. She, for the most part, stays very grounded here, uses the classic, the classic style of having narrator boxes, a narrator voice, basically, putting the story together, forming that particular pace of the story, as well as the characters, their dialogue and stuff, and the action in it. Like I said, the book is beautifully illustrated. Superman looks amazing. Look, man, as the aliens look great. As far as the art is concerned, the book is a 10. It's from a scale of 1 to 10. The book is just beautiful, beautiful. The aliens look menacing. Superman looks great in that kind of retro type of way with the suit he's using. Odd choice of things that he does, like shooting a rifle, an alien rifle. That's something I never seen Superman do, and I guess just Simone is trying to do something different. And Superman's gonna be put through a challenge by these aliens, and the aliens give him a choice to pair up with two friends. It's and Superman is thinking of Batman and Wonder Woman, but the aliens make a mistake and they partner him with Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, which makes for an entertaining story where you don't fully know yet what's gonna happen, but Superman always pulls through, he comes through, so I have no doubt that he's gonna meet all challenges. The art is just top notch. Again, I cannot praise Eddy Barrows enough. He's just one of those artists today that DC Comics just has to hold on to, because he's great. He's amazing. He always does amazing work. He has done a lot of Batman work. Like I mentioned, he also worked on Superman before. There is a backup story that I have not read yet, I'll confess. I'm not particularly interested because it's a Lois Lane story, and I don't buy the book to read a Lois Lane story, to be honest. When I buy Action Comics, I buy it because it's Superman, and the story should be about to center on Superman. I don't care about Lois Lane, especially nowadays, the way women are written down. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like it seems like all the writers in the comic book industry had a huge meeting, some kind of committee, decided that all the women, all the female characters in comic books and even movies and shows and all that bullshit, they gotta be obnoxious, bossy, rude, annoying, and just unromantic. Just they kind of have made females, and Lois Lane is no exception, just act like men. So they kind of have reversed the roles, and they have made men, male characters, act like sensitive idiots. Or if they're not sensitive idiots, they are stupid idiots. And the women have to outshine them. So this is why I'm not even interested in reading this story yet. I will get to it. I'm not saying I won't read it, but I'm just a message to DC Comics. Comic books are not cheap nowadays. They are not cheap. They're $6. This one's $6 because of the variant cover. It's $1 more. That's fine. I don't mind it. But Action Comics, I buy it because it's Superman. Lois Lane, as far as I'm concerned, she is his love interest. She is best portrayed as a supporting character, and I like her better when she is not a damsel in distress. No, Lois Lane has always been a very original strong female character from decades. That's not a modern thing. She, is one of those woke characters, good woke from way before. She has headlined her own series, her own miniseries. She has been handled by very competent writers before. But even in this story, Gail Simone writes her pretty annoying. She upstages Clark Kent. She barges into Clark Kent's interview over here. Check that out. And she doesn't apologize. She just goes, she interrupts the interview. She takes over, and she doesn't give a fuck that Clark Kent, that she was just rude. And you just don't do that. If Clark Kent or any other character does that while Lois Lane would have been the one doing the interview, that guy would be considered a villain of sorts, an asshole, a bad guy, so it's ridiculous, I think writers today, and Gail Simone, I'm assuming it looks like that's what she wants to convey, that this, Lois Lane is a strong female character, but you don't convey that by having her being a bitch. It's just a minor gripe, but I always bring it up most of the times when they have these strong female characters. Just why have her upstage Clark Kent, the main character, aka Superman, the main character of this comic book? It's just ridiculous. So the story, also another gripe I have is that these aliens arrive, and there is sort of an explanation as the pages go on, and the kids that that are in the school, they were playing basketball and stuff, they all decide to jump the alien because he was attacking Pierce and Clark Kent, and it's a different twist for sure, but it doesn't make sense that even if they're teenagers, they just would decide to jump a gigantic green alien with huge laser guns. It doesn't make sense. And as another gripe I have with Simone's writing in this particular issue, this particular comic book. Look at this great splash page over here. So yeah, those are more thoughts. I'm not gonna go into it any much more. The story, from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 7. It's not completely bad. It's not completely awesome, but it's fair enough. I'm intrigued enough to buy the next issue and see what's going on. But it's a throwback story, so I'm not sure about. It looks like this is a filling kind of thing. I don't think Gail Simone is gonna be staying in the Superman titles, or maybe she is, and I don't know about it yet. But here we are. Action Comics 1067. I recommend it mostly because of the amazing Eddy Barrows art. It looks great, and this Waze Craig cover is amazing. The variant cover, if you can get it. If not, just buy the standard one, which has another amazing Eddy Barrows cover right here. It's very, very stylish. Looks great. Action Comics. There you go. Thank you guys for listening to me, and please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Give me likes or give me dislikes. Make some comments. I love interacting with the viewers. Thank you guys. Peace.